The bowl of noodles on the table suddenly tipped over by itself. Someone seemed to be writing a message for help on it. The boy threw flour into the air, and a human figure appeared. Though the figure couldn't speak, the father suddenly realized he could hear her thoughts. She was his long-lost daughter, Amy. Ever since their family crossed into this strange world, each of them had gained a unique power. Jason, the son, believed they were now inside a game of werewolf. Their grandfather had become incredibly strong, meaning he was likely the hunter.
He swats an urn and
To escape and return to the real world, they had to identify and collect the 4 werewolf cards and place them back in the game box. One night, Amy turned invisible to go to the bathroom. She grabbed a candle and walked out wrapped in a blanket, but a werewolf was lurking nearby. Amy quickly ran back into the house. Then came the howls. Little sister Annie started to transform into a werewolf. Grandpa tied her up, and by morning, Annie turned back to her human self. The father led the group into town. That day, the sheriff had caught another suspect. As the executioner prepared to kill her, the woman actually transformed into a werewolf right in front of everyone. She leapt into the crowd, and the sheriff shot an arrow straight into her heart. A werewolf card appeared in his hand. Now they only needed 2 more cards. That night, 2 werewolves were seen roaming the village. The father tried to ambush them. One of the werewolves got caught in a soldier's trap, but just as the soldier was about to strike, a figure in black knocked him out and freed the wolf, allowing it to drag the soldier away like prey. But the werewolves weren't the only threat. There was also a traitor among them. Amy had noticed that after Annie transformed, her hair and face hadn't changed, meaning that when regular people turn into werewolves, they keep some of their human features. The father recalled that one werewolf had white claws and the other walked with a limp. Later that evening, Grandpa returned with another werewolf card. He had killed the limping one, but just then, they got word that the mother had been captured. The family vowed to rescue her the next day. The sheriff had accused her and another woman of being a witch. As she tried to plead her innocence, the executioner gagged her and prepared to burn them both alive. Just as the fire was about to be lit, the father appeared. Distracted by him, the guards didn't notice Amy sneaking in to untie her mother and free the other villagers. They all made their escape. The coachman pulled off his hat. It was Jason. His power allowed him to steal other people's appearances. The old cabin was no longer safe. The inventor led them to an abandoned church nearby. Grandpa sealed the door with a statue, and the group started searching for a secret tunnel. Suddenly, they heard strange noises overhead. The ceiling cracked. The final werewolf king had arrived. They tried to pin it down, but it broke free. Amy attacked, but it had no effect. As the battle seemed lost, the sheriff burst in. The father told him to shoot, but instead the sheriff aimed at the good guys. He was actually Cupid, and the werewolf king, his wife, the White Hands, from baking bread every day. As the wolf approached, Annie showed up and howled, transforming again into a werewolf. Her parents rushed to calm her, helping her remember who she truly was. Fueled by emotion, she launched an all-out attack, but the wolf king slammed her against the wall. Her werewolf card appeared. It meant she was gone. Just when grief overwhelmed them, a flash of white light filled the room. The mother floated into the air. She was the witch. She used poison to kill the wolf king, then used an antidote to bring Annie back. With all the werewolf cards collected, everyone's roles were revealed. They had finally completed the game and survived the adventure.